Vayikra Shlishi. The Torah continues to tell us about different types of korbanos minachos that could be offered. Minchas marcheshes was in a deep pan where the oil would remain because it would be concentrated because it was deeper, it wouldn't burn out, and it was a much softer texture to the korban mincha. All the korbanos mincha, as was mentioned, once the kemitza was burnt, they were eaten by the kohanim. The Torah also tells us in this aliyah about al kol korbanoscha takriv melech, on all korbanos, salt which was laid out on the kevesh, on the ramp of the mizbeach, all korbanos, everything offered on the mizbeach had to be dipped in salt. Rashi tells us it was a treaty, as it were, that HaKadosh Baruch Hu made with the lower waters, which were called mayim bochim, crying waters. They said, we also want to be in heavy kadamalka. We want to be close to the king. Why should we be in this world? So HaKadosh Baruch Hu said, you'll have, first of all, the Nisach HaMayim, the great water libations that were the great procession that was done on Sukkot, but also the salt, sea water is salt. All korbanos will have salt, and Al Kol Korban Chatak Melech, they also have to. All korbanos have to have salt. And then finally, the Torah tells us about the Minchas Bikurim, which was brought on the second day of Pesach, in order to allow the new grain from the next year to be eaten. No new grain could be eaten until the Korban Minchas Bikurim was going to be brought on the second day of Pesach. And the Torah describes that process of how it's brought. It's a Korban Sibur, it's a public Korban Mincha as opposed to the other ones which were private, which again was brought on the second day of Pesach.